Look at Luke Leslie's record, 6-0. And he's going to be fighting Nanuat, who we know has a massive record. Look at this, 71-11. And while that is very low for most Thai fighters, when you compare it to the 6 pro fights, that's pretty crazy. I don't know how many fights Leslie has as a amateur, but he's definitely the less experienced here. So I'm looking forward to watching this fight. I have not had a chance to watch Luke, really, over the last year or so. Maybe caught a couple highlights, but he looks very skilled. And Nanuat is on the top of his game right now. Had a fantastic fight. I'm going to be competing again for the belt in a trilogy match pretty soon. So let's see what Leslie has to offer. For a taller guy at the 155-pound weight class, he's still very explosive. Sometimes the taller guys have a little bit less explosion out of them, I find, at least in watching people. When you sort of get over that 6-foot mark. Nice low kick there. That was a nice body cross. I like how Nanuat is able to mix in the hands. I've seen him in a decent number of his fights. And while his boxing is not at the same level as maybe, let's say, a pro boxer, he definitely mixes things up very well. One thing I can tell right away is neither of these guys are looking like they're going to back down. They are standing very close together. Neither really shying away upon impact. I think we're going to have an exciting fight today. Let's see if Leslie could utilize his range just a little bit more because he does have that extra distance. I feel like allowing those counters to happen are a little bit unnecessary. Keep everything along range. And then recreate the distance. It's an exciting first round though. No feel-out process like often happens in a lot of classic Muay Thai fights, although a lot of those are with the smaller gloves and they're 5 rounds, as opposed to today, which is only going to be 3. Good evasion there, a little hollow out of the hips with the nice counter. Round number 1 was close, but I'd have to assume it went the way of Nanuat. I didn't see anything massive land from Leslie, like big substance, and Nanuat had some really nice combos in regards to the boxing. Stiff jab from him to start off the round. That was a nice counter low kick, and again, oh, look at these guys, back and forth they go on the low kicks. Haven't seen too many. Ooh, there's some good elbows coming. I was just going to say I haven't seen too many good elbows, but now they're bombing them. Ooh, that was a nice one over the top. He is just standing right in there. Good boxing combo to retaliate after all those dangerous elbows, but a nice cross from Luke. The most success that Nanuat is having is when he starts letting his hands go. Very simply because Leslie covers up for a little too long, he stops using footwork. Nice angle there, but he did it a little too late. It is much harder to be defensively sound through the MMA gloves if you're going to employ that high guard. Don't have the same protection. Nice sharp left elbow on the inside there. Good knee. Looks like somebody's cut. I see a little blood throughout the arm and rib cage of Leslie. Smoking Joe just charging forward right now. Oh, that was a solid left hand. Wow, this one's a battle. And mad respect for Luke Lessie because he is just standing right in the pocket. Good way to off-balance his opponent there. That's the jab I'd like to see him firing a little bit more and then recreate the distance. Ending up in this battle is not that good, but he did land a couple nice shots there before getting tagged himself. Perhaps this is where the experience starts to favor Nanuat, right? That's the concern a lot of times with having the lesser record. As the fight goes on, you don't know how to make the changes. You don't know how to adapt the way somebody like Nanuat will when you have 80 plus pro fights. A little bit more backwards movement from both guys would be wise. You know, hit your shot. Ooh, nice front kick. Hit your shot and then step back to recreate the distance. But they are just throwing, and stopping and pausing. That's got to be another round for Nanuat. So at this point, we have to assume Leslie's going to need a knockdown to even get a draw. But he is putting up a good fight. And like I said, we got a little rattled there. As a North American who does not have many fights, he is looking sharp. Those are the moments right there. Maybe future fights, he can sort that out. It's got to be the counters or the footwork. Can't stand and eat 5 or 6 shots, even if they're off the gloves. This is almost turning into just a upper body fight here. It reminds me of Mike Perry's new promotion, I think, Dirty Boxing. They're going to have on the small gloves like this. They're going to be throwing the elbows and hands, and that's it. That's pretty much what these dudes are doing right now. Any kicks coming, any knees? Not many. But that's probably because of the outrageous pace that they are putting on. You start to fatigue. Kicks are more tiring, that's for sure. Oh, both guys land shots at the same time. Just like a little bit too stubborn. Like Leslie, he's tough. Just a little too stubborn. Just land and just take that step back. Right there, then step back. So you don't have to eat the counter. If there's no response, then you bounce right back in. It's that in and out motion that you see the Russian fighters do. They step forward, tap, tap, they step out, they're right back in. But that is some solid footwork required, and a lot of times Muay Thai fighters don't utilize that type of footwork. Leslie, just like happened a moment ago, he kind of takes a shot and then he throws back. That spinning elbow was lovely though. It's dangerous. Just missed. Down to the last minute. What a trooper Luke is. But Nanuat as well. This is a hard fight. Oh, good cross. Oh, that one wobbled him. And over top with the elbow. It's like the fatigue is probably playing a bit of a factor, but another big one. Oh, Leslie has this round now. In terms of damage, he's got to be winning it. That was the best punch of the fight. Or best 2 punches, probably because he wobbled him twice. Visibly through the left leg. Again, he lands. Whoa. 20 seconds left. He is just landing that right hand every time he throws it. Smart decision there from Nanuat to tie up. Taking the beating in the first couple of rounds, I think just also fatigues you. God, he lands it again. That was maybe an elbow that time. So according to my scorecard, it should be 2-1 Nanuat. What a fight. Impressive from Luke Lessie, and Nanuat looking sharp as always.